I'm Ellen Reed. I'm the first assistant director on Prom Fever. In 2019, I was looking online because uni wasn't really working for me because I wanted to do more practical things. So I started looking into different film schools and what options are out there for me. And I think it was a Facebook ad that came up for NYFA, and it looked great, and I applied, and I started officially in April this year, and I was a member, I think summer 2020, then it's been great meeting new people and getting on the team, and it's been great so far. I think just as soon as someone said that there was a 70s element to it, I was fully invested, because I think it's just going to be really fun building up that aesthetic, and I think it's and as well it being a prom, I think it's just going to be such a great fun thing to look into for the 70s theme. I've been enjoying, weirdly, the script breakdown. I've been using Synchronize, and it's really easy to use, so that's been great. Also the cameras as well. When I would do my own projects, I would just use my phone or something. So this is great to use genuine proper equipment. So I'm excited to work with the cameras. So in school, I knew that I was not, part of the STEM life. I was not very good at maths or science or anything like that. I knew that I was an artsy person since, even before GCSEs, because I could never get anything right with with factual things. I was very much more of looking into the reason, why something happens in English or something. And it wasn't until college I really found a love for films and analyzing them, and also making them as well. I always loved the arts, and then it just kind of made sense looking into film, because it's just a fun visual as well. I'd say reading the script, I feel and it's a strange one, but I feel I'm most Miss Sharp, because she's just so compassionate, and she's really supportive of everyone's ideas. And I feel when I was reading the script, I was I like her, she's fun. So I went with her. I think that's more on what I'm with people, really. That's the character I kind of identified the most with. So I was having to think about this, because there's so many out there, and I don't know if you'd qualify this one as a heist film, but I really like Baby Driver by Edgar Wright, because I feel it has all the elements there, but it's just a spin on a heist film. It's not your conventional kind of one. So I like that it has that different kind of edge to it. So that's, I'd say Baby Driver is probably my favorite one. I really enjoy directing, and also this kind of pre-production stage as well. I love kind of the producer angle as well. I'd say definitely either a line producer, or if I go into directing, being able to write a script of my own, and and kind of live out what's kind of in my mind, because I have so many ideas. So I'd love to be a director. It'd be great. I have a book, a little notebook full of just even just one-liners, kind of a what if, and then different scenarios and stuff. So I actually just recently finished a short film of my own that I wrote down in the first lockdown, and I literally last Friday released it, which is really exciting. Then I have a couple of other ideas as well. They're just really bizarre. So my most recent film that's out is about a woman who is bored of her suburban life, so she fights like strangers to win cigarettes, and it's kind of this whole thing of like it's a rush for her to yeah, it's a weird concept, and I just kind of liked it. Yeah, it's on Vimeo and YouTube. It's about 17 minutes long. It was originally meant to be 8, but then I was pretty much testing out different visuals for the camera, and it ended up being a bit longer than planned. But yeah, it's about this woman who so she married young, and it's about her wanting to get away from this like kind of sleepy town. So she just fights people kind of in the dead of night. And the film, I was inspired actually by Alan Bennett's Talking Heads, because I really like the whole idea of storytelling through just monologue. And I kind of kept that going with some nice visuals of her walking drunkily through town post-fight. And yeah, it's a fun film. It was just me and 3 other people involved, and I hired someone to act in it. Her name's Amira, and she's amazing. Yeah, it's called Good as Gold, and yeah, it's on. I can send the links for you if you'd like. Yeah, it's on Vimeo and YouTube as well. Yeah. So I'm happy to say that I've left my hospitality job for good, because I'm now a freelance worker on a TV series where I am the production manager. I'm not allowed to discuss too much about it though, but that's kind of like a little thing. That's kind of like my main job now. And then my other projects are just like, there's a script in the works at the moment of my own personal ideas. So yeah, a couple of things going on. I'd say as a struggle, it's I recognize that it is hard as a woman to get into a very male dominated world. So it's just so trying to kind of get your foot in the door is tough. Just be the representation that you'd like to see either on the screen or behind the camera, because more productions do need equality between genders. So yeah, that'll be my advice. Just keep going if you're a woman. Really excited to eventually meet the team, really just in person rather than through a screen. It would can't wait for August to come, and it's very soon.